I've sold over $200,000 in online courses. Online courses definitely have their ups and downs. I typically create content where I see gaps in the marketplace. Courses are not just meant for you to just watch them like their YouTube videos or listen to them like their podcasts. Let's talk about online courses. I've sold over $200,000 in online courses, and these are my best tips for anybody who wants to create an online course, a digital product, or some sort of group coaching program, really anything that you want to sell online. This podcast episode would be for you. And let me be the first to tell you, online courses definitely have their ups and downs. I think that there's kind of been this rise in a desire for creating online courses, but the truth is, most people don't understand that they're not an entirely passive product. So most people will say, oh, create an online course to generate passive income. But what most people don't realize is the kind of maintenance and support that goes into an online course. And that is also why I wanted to create this podcast, because I wanted you to really understand the full picture, because I typically create content where I see gaps in the marketplace. So everything that you see about creating online courses, monetizing your personal brand, making money online, I think that it's very split, right? You see people who are just kind of showing you the complete end product, and they're not actually showing you the steps that it takes to get you there. And that's my purest intention for this episode today. So the reason why I'm also super excited to share this specific episode with you today is because I am in the midst of creating my newest online course, the Conscious Creator Academy. So I've sold this course for about a year now, and this is the most upgraded, up-to-date version. This specific course helps women manifest up to $70,000. One of my best testimonials and case studies is my client Sam joined this course and she manifested $70,000 within 30 days. And this course is specific for female entrepreneurs who want to create their dream life and business. My course is called the Conscious Creator Academy, and what the course teaches you is how to start, grow, and monetize your personal brand. But what makes this course very different is it actually gives you the step-by-step to doing so, but it's not necessarily a purely masculine course that says my way is the best way, it's my way or the highway, which I really believe most courses are doing. What this course teaches you is mindset and energetics at the forefront, and business strategy on the back end. So this is exactly how I created my dream life and business, how I went from negative 25K in debt to multi-six-figure CEO, all through monetizing my personal brand. And now I want to teach you how to consciously create your dream life through building your own business. The first thing that you have to think about when creating an online course is, what are your limiting beliefs around online courses? So you probably see a lot of misinformation, people commenting in comment sections saying online courses are a scam and this is a scam, people are just trying to make money off of you, X, Y, and Z. Online courses have changed my life. Online courses are the reason why I'm here, and that's why I believe in them so much, is because of how drastically they've changed my life, and I know they can change yours. So the first big investment I ever made in myself was into an online dropshipping course. I just kind of wanted this sense of freedom. I just wanted this big lifestyle change, and I kind of got sold into the dream. And although I didn't pursue the path of dropshipping, I pursued an even greater path, which has brought me here, which is through building my personal brand. When I invested in that course, my intention was to build a successful dropshipping store, make $100K a month, right? All the things that these online dropshipping courses will teach you. But what I realized is that I wanted something deeper. I wanted something more fulfilling, and it actually gave me the confidence to start showing up and posting on social media. And that's where this all evolved. I've invested in so many courses. My family literally makes fun of me. They're like, what, are you taking another course? And the truth is that you're not gonna learn this information anywhere else. And this is why I love online courses. So You probably hear things like online courses are a scam, and that's why you're afraid to pursue your big dreams. But what about if I told you that creating an online course, creating a digital product, creating a personal brand was your ticket to freedom and success? Because this business has been the pure prime reason that I have been able to manifest my dream life. So a lot of people come into my world because they discover me through manifestation, but then what they don't realize is that the truest path to freedom is building your own business, being able to work from Wi-Fi, being able to really live your dream life comes through having something that is your own, and it comes through turning this passion and this fuel of yours into purpose. So when you're creating online courses, there are 7 steps to create an online course. So step 1 is to just brain dump everything on paper. I personally do this in Notion. I just brain dump everything. What are all of the things that I want to talk about? Just anything that's on my mind. I keep it really messy to keep it authentic. I don't want to have to overthink it. I don't want to have to worry, is anyone going to see this, or are they going to think it's messy? No, it's supposed to be messy. This is a brain dump. Don't try to perfect it. And then once you do a little brain dump, what I do is then I turn it into slides. So how can I then turn that brain dump into sections? Okay, so even before the slides really is turning that brain dump after into sections. So module 1, module 2, are you going to do it in weeks? I personally do my courses in phases, like phase 1, 2, and 3, because all the courses that I had taken that were like week 1, week 2, week 3, I was like doing them so fast. So I would rather say phases and everyone works at their own pace, but kind of give a timeline that like you could complete this in 90 days, for example. Once you're in step 2, right, you create the courses. I create my courses in Canva. So I put all the slides into Canva. I'll pop a link below for you guys. If you want to sign up for Canva, you can get a free pro trial. I have Canva Pro. I love Canva Pro. They're not sponsoring this, but it's just amazing. I use Canva every single day, so it's so worth it. And I kind of just do it as a rough draft. So I create a theme, right? They have themes that you can choose from, and I add my colors, I add my fonts, and I just create a rough draft. And as I'm creating the rough draft, you go into step 3. I create supplemental material. So for example, in this new course, I have a ton of Notion templates. So all of the Notion templates that I have, they take time to create. I've probably fronted over 100 hours already just into creating this course. I've been waking up at 5 a.m. every day. I do my morning routine for an hour, which is waking up, getting out of bed, then I meditate, I journal, I make my coffee, I get situated. So that takes me like about an hour, honestly. And then by 6 a.m. I'm creating. So from 6 to 10 a.m. I'm creating, and then I have to do my other work during the day. Like I have coaching clients, I have mastermind clients, social media content, right? Running the ship, managing my team. So my quiet private time to create this course is from 6 to 10 a.m. And what's really important to know is that your brain only has 3 to 4 hours of productive energy per day. So you always want to do the most important task first and kind of save everything else for later. So this was game changing for me in my life and in my business. So from 6 to 10 a.m. my phone is on do not disturb. I don't answer anybody. And what a big problem, a big bottleneck for me and my focus and my success was that I was doing everything immediately. I was very reactive. So whenever I got an email, I responded right away, text message, a phone call. What I've decided is that my important stuff, the things that I want to prioritize come first, and then I do everything else later. So for example, my mom texted me yesterday and she wanted to catch up. She wanted to have a call. Typically, I would say, let me call her right now, right? I work for myself. I have the freedom. I can do those things. I said, I'm going to call you on my daily walk. So I said I would call her and we would talk on the phone then. And it was great because we had the opportunity to actually talk in a time that was meaningful for me, and I got my steps in, I got my exercise in, rather than sitting at my desk. So what are the things that I need to do sitting at my desk, sitting in this chair, and what are the things that I can do multitask? I can walk on the treadmill or I could walk outside at the same time. So other supplemental material that goes into creating a course is digital downloads. So for me, my course is very action based. All of my courses are. So My courses are not just meant for you to just watch them like they're YouTube videos or listen to them like they're podcasts. My courses are meant for you to take action. So what that means is I have to give supporting material to guide you on how to take action. So this course, specifically the Conscious Creator Academy, is specifically about how to start, grow, and monetize your personal brand. So starting your personal brand, right? There are certain steps that go into that. There are also steps that go into that, but they're different than starting, right? So when you start, you're just getting started, you're creating your accounts, you're discovering your mission and your purpose. When you're growing, you need strategy, you need templates, you need a social media calendar, you need all of those things. And then when you're monetizing, you need to learn how to make an offer, you need to learn how to make a sales page, you need to learn all of these individual things. So all of these things come with templates. The reason why I love templates is because then you get the opportunity to apply these things to your specific business. And I really believe that they enhance the course experience because courses are different than free content, right? Free content is just you watching this video and then you kind of have to go and figure out how to do it yourself. Courses actually give you implementation. So I give you the templates, I give you the support, I give you the resources, I give you the community, I give you all of those things. And that's what makes online courses so powerful, because you really get that opportunity to connect, to implement, to get support from the coach. And I think that's a big part, is that a lot of these online courses that people buy into, you never even see the coach. And for me, that's not the kind of course that I would buy. And I want to make sure that when you're investing in my course, you get the opportunity to actually talk with me, actually have screen time with me, my eyes on your business. So it's not just like you're catching me on an Instagram live, you're catching me in a comment section, right? You're actually catching me live, real time, my eyes on your business, and you're getting individualized support. The biggest difference between free content and paid content is that free content is information and paid content is implementation. So free content teaches you this is how you do X, Y, and Z in steps, and paid content actually gives you the support to implement those steps, like a community, like a digital download, supplemental material, a template, access to the coach, access to my eyes on your business, access to ask your specific individualized questions to the coach. After you create that, you create the rough draft slides in Canva, you create the supplemental material. What you want to do in step 4 is you want to go backwards. You want to go back and look through all of it. You want to fine tune it, you want to refine it, you want to add things, you want to take things out, and you really want to make sure and ask yourself, did I answer the solution step by step? So for me, right, the course is how to start, grow, and monetize your personal brand, a profitable personal brand, because there's a difference. Did I list out step by step every single step it's going to take you to get you there? And that's my big question mark. So maybe you want to add another module, you want to add another digital download. Did you answer the questions step by step? After you do that, you go through the edits. Then what I do is I actually record the course, not just in one straight shot. I actually do it where I'll reread the slides. I'll see if I want to add anything just one last time. And then I'll actually go into recording it. I record all of mine on Loom. That's where I host my courses. I'll also share some resources where I host my courses, the platforms that I love. And recording the course is honestly one of my favorite parts, because you get to get really alive. And for me, my courses are kind of just bullet points. That's how I create my content. That's how I create my courses. When I'm in flow is when I actually start creating the magic, when I actually start moving things into action, when I can get in the good flow and the good energy and all of that great stuff. Then step 6, after you record the course, you want to go back and edit it. So do you need to edit any of the audio? Do you need to make any changes? Things like that. Do you need to add anything, right? You go through it again. So this is a constant process of refinement. How can I make this better? And this is also really important, is that if you're creating your first course or you're creating your 5th round of your course, what's so important is to remember that it's a constant evolution. So everything that I put out, it's the best at this time. But next year, it's going to be 10 times better. And the year after, it's going to be 10 times better. But that doesn't mean you should wait to invest in yourself. That just means that once you opt in, and for me, my courses, you have access for life, you're going to keep getting the updates. You're going to keep getting the upgraded versions. And that's what's so magical about it, is that everyone who joined this course, they're also getting these updated versions, these changes to the course. And let me be the first to tell you, this Conscious Creator Academy course that I'm launching, it is beast. Like, it is unreal. It is the greatest thing that I have ever created. And the reason why I'm so over the moon excited about it is because this course specifically is all about how to actually monetize your personal brand, how to actually manifest money, how to actually manifest your dream life through taking inspired action. So my courses in the past were just specifically mindset and manifestation focused, which are great. But this really gives you, this course, a more tangible outcome. With this course, I have no doubt that you can earn up to $10,000 in 90 days. And the reason why I say this is because I give you a suggested roadmap how to do that with taking the course and actually taking inspired actions, because ultimately you can manifest anything that you desire. And this is really where I tie together the practical and the spiritual, where I really tie the two together of these are the specific actions that you need to be taking to achieve these outcomes in your life. And finally, step 7 is launching. So what is the actual process of launching the course? Are you going to do a free training? Are you going to do something pre-recorded? What are the emails that you need to send out? What is the social media content that you need to create? All of these components go into the launch, and it's super important that you plan all of this out. So the way that I teach it is 30 days, right, is really starting and growing. By 60 days, you're growing, but you're also planning for the launch. And then within 90 days, you should have your launch and you manifest your dream outcome for your launch, right? What is the specific launch goal? And really how you're going to turn followers into clients. And also remembering that building your personal brand is a long-term play. Okay, so you can absolutely sell your first product within 90 days. I have no doubt about that. But it's going to be entirely dependent on the speed at which you want to go. So for me, I'm all about relentlessly executing. So for me, it's about taking messy, inspired actions, being of service, actually putting things out there. And if this is your vision, right, to earn 6 figures in your first year and to earn 6 figures consistently and continue to grow and continue to expand, what's going to be really important for you is that you actually have that masculine support on the back end, and you have that feminine flow and energy on the front end. So for me, to be able to produce this podcast and to launch and to create new courses and do all of those amazing things, what's most important is that on the back end, I have a team supporting me. I have a video editor. I have a podcast editor, right? I have all these different things that are supporting me. And depending on the level of business that you're at, what's most important is that you are being in your feminine energy and flow. But I really, just knowing from personal experience, you can only do that if you have that masculine strategy. I used to look at people all the time and I'm like, how are they on a podcast and on TikTok and doing all of these things? And the truth is, I have so much structure holding me behind the scenes. I have Notion templates, my Google Drive, I have an OBM, I have a podcast editor, I have a VA, I have a video editor, like I have all these different things that are able to support me and hold me up so I could be the queen bee. And this is something that we talk about in my mastermind, the one that I'm a part of. We talk about the queen bee role, right? So I'm the queen bee. I'm the queen bee of the beehive. I have to show up. I have to create the courses. I have to be on video. So what can be done by other people behind the scenes so that they can lift me up and they can support me? Okay, and this is what's super important, is for you to know your role in the process. And in the beginning, I did everything myself. I honestly think that you can do everything yourself up until way far beyond than I decided to bring on help. But for me, I wanted to buy my time back. So it really just depends for you. Like, what are your priorities? What are your desires? And what are you really craving out of these seasons of life? Because What's the most important, and what I would say here, is knowing your role in your business is so important. So for me, I need to nourish myself. I need to fill myself up. I need to commit to my spiritual practice. I need to do all these very specific things that cannot be done by somebody else. So what are the pieces in your business, in your life, that absolutely need to be done by you, and how can you prioritize those? And that is how I've been able to relentlessly execute. I've been able to manifest my dream life. I've been able to do all these things is because I've had the masculine structure and support that I created right up front of that work, so that I could lean into the feminine, into the creative flow, into the creative energy. So I hope you love this podcast. If you did, please write us a review on Apple. That would mean so much for me. Send me a DM. Let me know what you thought about this podcast, what resonated for you. Are you in the midst of creating an online course, and really where you want to learn more about this? Let me know some topics that you want to hear about, and if you haven't yet, make sure you click the link in the description, join the waitlist for my newest program, the Conscious Creator Academy, and I cannot wait to see you in the next episode of My Dream Life with Giulia Guerrieri.